This is a tutorial video on using image stitching with the motorized stage and focus drive on your microscope. This assumes that you have a motorized stage and focus drive on your microscope because you'll need to use the external joystick or the XYZ navigation pad in the NIS-Elements software for positioning the stage at its unique XYZ positions. So once you have your sample positioned on your microscope, you can navigate up to Acquire and then go down to Scan Large Image, left click. And then the window that pops up, there's a Scan Large Image window. You'll want to make sure that ultimately for what's referred to as scanning or just basic image stitching, you want to make sure that you have the correct objective set for whichever objective is currently being used to image stitch. If there's an optical configuration, you'll want to make sure that you select that. We currently don't have one in place to select. So you can choose to either select a number of fields in X and Y, where you can left click on either of the up and down arrows to determine how many image fields you want to include in your image stitch, whether you want the image stitching to start over the center of wherever you're currently positioned on your stage, or if you want to position your sample in the top left corner and then have the image stitch, the number of fields go out from that point. The other mode that you can utilize for determining the area is if you left click and select left, top, right, and bottom limits. If you left click that, then you can utilize the external joystick for your motorized stage system to position the stage at each of the 4 points where you want to begin the image stitch, or you can also utilize the external stage control. So just by left clicking on any of these positions. So we'll use the stage to position the sample, and we'll move the joystick. I want to adjust the focus a little bit, so I can rotate the knob on my external joystick and get it in focus. And I'm going to left click this top position because this is the top of my sample. Now I'm going to drive down to the bottom. I'm stitching a United States nickel, and I have it fixtured. This is on an inverted microscope. So I've created positions on the north and south, or top and bottom areas of my sample. Now I'm over in the western portion, or the left side of my sample. And I'm just left clicking these buttons here to enter these positions in as desired. So with each left click that you do on each of these 4 positions, you'll see this box change and resize. So this little arrow here shows you where you are in the projected image stitch pattern. There's other settings too, which a lot of these need to be determined through trial and error. So typically your overlap, you want to have it maybe 5% up through 15%. 20% is pretty high, but normally anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15% overlap is fine. If you're worried that your sample is going to move, you can left click, wait after stage movement, and then type in, I usually put 10 milliseconds. This is usually enabled by default as close active shutter during stage movement. With the stitching via blending or optimal path, again, this is typically you discover which settings work best for your particular microscope, your particular samples. I've done a few tests already, so I've determined that blending and image registration and no shading correction is necessary. I have create large image selected because at the end of the image stitch I want to have just a single large macro view of this part here. and I'm not going to do any sort of image focus because where I'm using a large, or rather a large field of view, a low magnification objective, my depth of field is sufficient. So any of these other settings, please feel free to inquire as to what maybe is needed for your particular sample, your particular application. Once I'm ready, I can hit the left click the scan button, and then that will begin the image stitching process. So I left click scan, and then it's just a warning message that pops up. Make sure that you have the correct objective set here, which we do because we're using a 5x objective. So I'm going to left click start scanning. Now this is real time, so this hasn't been sped up, this hasn't been altered in any way. We're just doing an image stitch. So the newest version of the NIS-Elements software, coupled with a Martzhauser stage that's got an integrated PCI Express card that's installed inside the computer, and we're currently running a Basler USB 3.0 camera, the speed is noticeably increased from older versions of the NIS-Elements software. And then the finished image will be displayed behind the Scan Large Image window, so you can position your mouse cursor up at this top feature and left click, hold and drag and kind of move it out of the way, and then your resulting image is displayed. Now if you do find some of this little checkerboard pattern that can happen, a lot of times it's highly recommended to set up a shading correction for any objective lenses that you have on your microscope, as that can help improve the field to field alignment and overall appearance. When you're done, you can left click the close button on the Scan Large Image window, and then from there you can left click File and left click Save, or left click Save As if you want to save the image, and then proceed from there.